Hey, what's up, you guys? Matt Thibeau here with Savant Marketing Agency, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through how we were able to slash the Google ad spend of this tree service business by 40%, and that had obviously a tremendous impact on this client's ability to spend more on ads and just overall the efficiency of their marketing. I'm going to break all of this down for you. I'm going to give you these 4 things that we implemented in their business so that you can hopefully do the same. And if you're interested in a more detailed breakdown of exactly how we were able to slash this client's Google ad spend by 40%, you can comment PDF in the comments and I'll send you over the breakdown of this case study and you can have that. So let's jump right into things here. So this client, when they came to us, they were working with an agency already that was running their Google ads. And when we came in, we performed a Google ads audit, and what their cost per lead came in at was $165 per lead on Google ads. Now, if you haven't done any advertising on Google ads, especially if you're in like a more competitive area and maybe your niche is kind of competitive, 165 is on the higher end for sure. That's getting it's getting up there for sure. It's not horrible, but it's getting up there for sure. And so this client was spending a little over $20,000 per month in ad spend. And so obviously that's a decent amount of money to be spending in ad spend. And so the more efficient you can get on that marketing spend, then you can reinvest that money into other assets or other marketing campaigns, right? So they were doing 165 per lead, roughly, not exactly, but roughly 165. And we implemented these 4 things that almost instantly dropped their cost per lead and then gradually improved over time as we worked through the campaign more and more. So I want to walk you through what those 4 things were, but we were able to slash that ad spend to $111 per lead. So $111 per lead on Google ads, which is actually really good. If you run Google ads, you'll know that usually around $100 a lead for anything like remodeling, or in this case, tree removal or painting or any of that, $100 a lead is pretty good because they're very qualified leads. For some niches, we're able to get it down $40. During COVID time, we were getting $10 leads on Google. So it definitely depends a lot on your service area, how competitive it is in the niche that you're in. But we were able to get it down to $111 per lead. Now, I want to walk you through these 4 things that we did to actually make that happen that I don't think a lot of people really utilize or take advantage of in their business, even marketing agencies. So I'm going to walk you through these 4 things here. So the first thing is targeting, location targeting, right? So it's really, really important that you use something that's called granular targeting. So what granular targeting is let's say that, I live in Ottawa, Canada. So let's say that I'm running a business here and I want to target Ottawa. Well, what I would do is I would not target all of Ottawa for my Google ads. I would target parts of Ottawa in different sections, right? And so I could see it all split up by zip code. And then what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to see, wow, this zip code pulls a lot more leads than this zip code. Whereas when you're running it just the entire service area that you live in, now we're blind. We don't know where the leads are coming from or what's happening, right? And so that was kind of a case with this specific account, was that there wasn't a lot of efficiency being made in the location targeting. There was also a lot of automated AI being used in the ads themselves. So some of the ads were actually running in a completely different country, which is just a complete waste of money altogether. And it's kind of a nightmare scenario for a lot of contractors. So we cleaned up the targeting. We cleaned up the targeting quite a bit and got it as efficient as we possibly could, and really pulling the leads where the good leads are coming from and then excluding the leads where we don't want them to come from, right? Second thing that we did is they were running the ads to their website. And so instead of doing that, you hear me preach about this all the time. If you're running Google ads, you do not want to run Google Ads to a website because there is a lot of opportunity for leakage through there. So for example, you pay like, let's say $4 or $5, $6 to get someone to your website. They come to that site and then they're going to go to your about page, or maybe they're going to click on like social media links, or maybe you've got a blog. And all of a sudden you've spent this money to get someone to a page and they're not even taking the action that you've wanted them to take. You're kind of distracting them in a way. Because remember, Google leads, especially for this niche, like tree service, these people are like, they want it done now. Like their tree has fallen over and they're like, hey, I want this fixed. So when we're doing something like this, we want to run it to a landing page because there's no other options on there other than to request for an estimate. That's what a landing page is. If you haven't heard me talk about this before, it's simply just a one-page web page that's specifically just focused on request an estimate. Like there's nothing else on it. And so what this is proven to do is boost up conversion rate. We also put an offer on there on the landing page too. And the offer was like free wood removal with the removal of the tree itself. And so this was how we were able to bump up a response from the page itself. And that cut the cost significantly. Even showing like really nice before and after pictures on the page, like this kind of stuff, this is what's really going to boost response. And so the landing page that we implemented was definitely something that boosted response on the ads. Other thing was that he was not using something called click fraud protection on the Google Ads account. And you've probably heard me talk about this too if you've been following on the channel for a while. So what click fraud is that let's say you're running Google Ads on Google, right? Well, you're paying per click on Google. You know, if you're doing local service ads, it's like per lead, it's a little different. But if you're doing Google Ads, you're paying per click, right? So let's say you're paying $6 per click on Google, right? Well, what's stopping someone from literally just sitting down on the computer and clicking your ad every single day? Click, 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 just clicking it every single day and wasting your budget. There's nothing stopping them from doing that. In fact, this is a problem that's actually growing on Google Ads, and Google doesn't really want to talk about this all that much. They'll claim that like their AI is able to detect this and that this doesn't happen all that much, but I've tested it against not running this on your account and running it on your account. And trust me, if you don't have click fraud protection on the account, you're wasting a lot of money. And so we implemented click fraud protection on the account, and immediately we started seeing that that was saving quite a bit of cash. The last thing that we implemented here is going after cheaper keywords. So the type of keywords initially that were on the account were like big shot keywords. You know, basically what I'm saying is like stuff like tree removal, then his city, which are going to be highly, highly competitive because everyone and their grandma wants to bid on that keyword if they own a tree removal company. I'm not sure grandmas own tree removal companies, but you get what I'm saying. So everybody's bidding on these keywords, right? And so it's like we can bid on those keywords we want to because those are quick, easy wins, but they're going to be the most expensive wins. So instead, we could go after much cheaper keywords that still insinuate someone searching for that service to get done. So for example, something like cost to remove a tree. You know what I mean? Like, so it's called a long tail keyword. And so instead of going after a tree removal city, we would go after cost to remove tree in city. So now it's longer. And so it's going to be a little bit less competitive, but also a little bit cheaper. And so that's how you can really drive down the cost as well. If all of the keywords you're going after on Google are like really, really highly competitive keywords, you're just going to spend a ton of money. You're going to get great leads from it, but it's going to be expensive. And so if you're trying to cut costs, like in this case, you know, bringing a client down from 165 a lead to 111 a lead, then you want to go after cheaper keywords to really drive that cost down, right? So these are the 4 things that we implemented in this campaign. There was a bunch of other stuff too, but these are the ones that really stick out to really drive that cost down and slash this client's Google Ads budget by 40%, so you can take that savings and then put that into Facebook ads or put it into something else. And so if you want the full breakdown of this where you can see some more numbers, comment PDF in the comments. I'll send that over to you. And then you can see in a little bit more detail of exactly, what we did here in the numbers and the exact amount in ad spend and all that stuff. So I hope you found this video helpful. Hey, if you're running Google ads right now and you're trying to cut the cost per lead, give these 4 things a try and let me know how it goes for you. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll see you on the next one.